Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome to a bonus video here in our Breath of the Wild playthrough. In case you didn't know, I've been playing the entire Breath of the Wild game for the first time ever. And that has meant learning a lot of the story of this game and the story and the narratives and the lore of Hyrule. And just a little bit ago, we found finally the final memory of this way of the game. I now have all of these, including the DLC memories. So I figured we could film a little bit of an extra video here, just reacting to and replaying each of these memories in order. I don't know how long this is going to take because I don't know how long, if you add all of them up, how long that is. But what I would like to do is get the story of The Legend of Zelda as told by the memories, all in order. Of course, when I played the game, when I have been playing the game, I got them completely in weird orders. I think the last, like one of the most recent memories that I got was technically recovered memory number 1. This is one of the last ones that I got. So that's what we're going to do. Sit down, buckle up. I sound like I'm driving a school bus. Sit down, buckle up. Let's see the memories of this game in order. I think in order means in, chronological order. I think that's how this works. So let's do it. We start off with a very strong character. I really love this memory. I think this memory, compared to the memory where you first meet Revali in Rito Town, this one makes him look much more sympathetic. Trying really hard. So persistent, determined. Also, of course, very confident.
I must stay in the eye of the whirlwind. Must push myself harder. You know, Your Highness, it's rude to eavesdrop.
My apologies. I went to the village and I was told I could find you here.
You have need of me.
The start of the music.
To defeat Calamity Ganon.
Ah.
To slay the beast once and for all. It will be my great pleasure.
I think you're just going to help us, Revali.
Revali. If we work together, I'm certain we'll be able to defeat...
However...
I never realized how animated this memory is.
I know I play the biggest part in helping that... that little knight with the darkness-sealing sword, correct? Well, if he loses his confidence after seeing me in action, don't come crying to me.
And Zelda was left speechless at the size of Revali's ego. Let's see what Daruk's memory has to show.
Ah, Count me in, tiny princess. I'm the fearless Daruk, after all. And if Hyrule needs my help, I'll gladly lay down my life.
Thank you, Daruk.
Not sure if it's Calamity Ganon's fault or what, but I hear monsters have been attacking people more than ever lately. Times like these, you shouldn't leave the castle without a horde of mighty Gorons to watch your back.
You sound like Father. He's assigning a knight to watch over me wherever I go. I hear the top contender.
We'll hear more about Father
is the
soon.
most accomplished swordsman in all of Hyrule.
Huh? That could only be... Huh? What the... They really are all over the place these days.
That's interesting because in the first
Is
memory,
someone being attacked? Cowards.
Revali
Wait
mentions
here,
Link.
Princess.
And it seems like Link was already her protector. So maybe these aren't in chronological order. I thought they were, but... That might also just be like a weird translation issue or something.
No monster stands a chance when fighting me, the almighty Daruk.
This is like, these memories are like, they're forming a Suicide Squad. That's what these memories are. They're forming a, Avengers Assemble. I hope that reference makes sense. I haven't seen any of the Marvel movies. Avengers Assemble? Something?
It seems our friend here was the one being attacked. Precious boy, you saved his life. Huh?
And he's scared of dogs. Big, mighty Daruk. That's why he needs his protection.
Well.
From errant dogs.
Good riddance, and stay safe. I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. As a kid, dogs always chased me. I still panic when I see one of those critters.
I never imagined the great Daruk would have a weakness.
So tell me, princess.
Yes?
I love Daruk.
Calamity Ganon isn't, some kind of a dog monster, is he?
Huh?
I don't actually know at this point. It's not a dumb question. Hey, how dare you laugh at Daruk? It's not a dumb question. It's possible. And I still don't know. It's possible. Oh, this one is such a good memory. Oh, baby Sidon. Oh. Plus my girl Mipha.
So, Princess, may I ask who the other chosen champions are?
Goron Vigilance, Daruk. Rito Confidence, Revali. Gerudo Spirit, Urbosa. And also, the Hylian with the sword that seals the darkness. Link.
Oh. Link. I know him.
Sidon, hurry and swim up here.
Mipha. Perhaps he is still too young to swim up this big waterfall.
One day, Princess.
Which is a funny line coming from Zelda's mouth.
To face my fate with Ruta.
Because Zelda has been pushed into a princess's role from such an early age. Maybe that's the reason Zelda's let him be a kid. We learned from King Rome's journal.
We'll go together so you can get a feel for it.
It's sweet that they go together. It's really sweet.
Let's go.
The little sounds.
Sweet Sidon, should fate ever part us,
Aww.
I'm counting on you to protect our beloved home from harm. Understood?
Damn, I'm actually crying. It's like 9 in the morning over here and I'm crying.
I believe in you. Now, shall we try one more time?
Oh, he's so cute. And Mipha's so good. Aw. That memory is... That might be my favorite of the Champions Ballad memories. This final one is pretty good too, but... All right. Champion Urbosa's song.
Princess of Hyrule, I accept your proposition without hesitation. Not only are they planning to resurrect Calamity Ganon, it seems the Yiga clan is also after our treasured heirloom.
I still need to do that quest. Shit.
You have my word. I won't rest until the Calamity falls.
Gerudo Chief Urbosa. On behalf of Hyrule and its king, I thank you.
We have the like very ceremonial, very
I've
royal
never seen you so serious,
first
Urbosa.
half of this memory,
Oh my.
and then it starts
I
with
can't say
giggling.
the same.
It's the
10
other
years
side
ago,
of the relationship.
You rarely smiled, my little bird.
Urbosa, I feel like you've called me Little Bird before. I was wondering where you got that name from.
Aw.
Huh?
Halt and face me. Unlike you traitors, I prefer to fight my enemies head on.
Just a couple very innocent
Do your worst.
bystanders. Just kidding. That is such a... That's... Speaking of anime.
Out of respect for our princess, you may keep your lives.
This pose cracks me up.
Now go!
It looks like it hurts my back. It hurts my back just looking at it. Ugh.
You asked me why I call you Little Bird.
Huh?
When you were but a small child, my dear friend called you that with the sweetest smile that ever graced our land of Hyrule.
This is Zelda's mom
Your
who
brother?
died.
It was 10 long years ago. Your mother had just left this world.
I
Yet
believe
her
Zelda
little
was like
bird
6 or
still
7.
spread her wings and became the beacon of light Hyrule needed. Sometimes I forget myself and get lost in the past.
It's interesting how differently Urbosa talks to Zelda compared to how King Rome talks to Zelda. Let's see the final Champion's Ballad memory. So far the story is enlisting the help of the four before Ganon has come back. There's just kind of... It sounds like there's just... And forgive me if any of my interpretations in this video are incorrect. This is what happens when you play the game for the first time, and I'm just trying to piece together everything I've learned over the last 150 hours of this game, and then everything I've also forgotten. Ganon isn't back yet, but there's like a prophecy that Ganon will be back, I think. And they've unearthed the divine beasts, and they need pilots for them. And I don't actually know that the... Oh yeah, that's the memory I was just talking about. I don't actually know if they already have the divine beasts at this point, but... Final Champions Ballad memory. Oh, that's Hyrule Castletown, where I've been now. Wow.
Welcome, warriors.
And this
I'd
I have
like
not
to
been to.
thank you for
This
joining me here today,
In the castle.
and for your bravery in accepting this fateful task.
King Rome.
I officially appoint you Hyrule's champions, and bestow upon you this sacred garb. That blue is a symbol of the royal family, one that has been passed down for countless generations.
I love that blue so much.
Those
So
garments
much.
you now wear were all crafted by my daughter, Zelda. Zelda, I trust you with the task only a daughter of the royal family can fulfill. Lead our champions, princess, and together, protect our kingdom from the threat of Calamity Ganon.
God, it's interesting how triumphant sounding that memory is before a triumph has even happened.
Yeah. I tell you, those formal shindigs really take it out of me.
This is the Sheikah slate, eh?
It is. Apparently, there are more uses for it than we originally thought. Sadly, we've yet to decipher all of its secrets.
The princess showed me something strange recently. Somehow it can create true-to-life images.
Wow. I would love to see it.
I know what photo they're going to take because it is currently
Princess?
hanging over
May I
The
ask
bed.
a special favor of you?
my bed in Hateno Village.
All right, this spot should work nicely.
Get a photo of them together.
Keep your eyes on the Sheikah slate, everyone. Daruk, can
I
you
still
crouch
don't
down a
remember
bit? You're
who
as
is
big as
taking
Death
this photo.
Mountain.
Or I still don't know.
Huh? Oh.
What's with the glum face, princess? Give me a big smile. Revali, move your tail closer to the group.
Fine.
Fine.
Mipha, you look so tense. Deep breaths, okay?
Right.
Stay just like that. Here we go. Smile. Click, snap.
Oh, I love that memory. I don't know if it's an actual like mystery that I should be paying attention to, who's taking the photo. But I can't help but wonder who's taking the freaking photo. It's not a voice I recognize. I don't know who would have done it. All right, that's the Champions Ballad DLC memories done. Let's watch Subdued Ceremony. One I just found. I found this memory just a couple days ago. It was the like penultimate, or like the
Hero
third
of
to last
Hyrule, chosen by the sword that seals
memory
the
that I found.
darkness. You have shown unflinching bravery and skill in the face of darkness and adversity, and have proven yourself worthy of the blessings of the goddess Hylia. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight, the sacred blade is forever
You know what I
bound
just
to
realized?
the soul of the hero.
It's
We pray
Mipha
for
who
your
asks for the
protection.
photo
And we hope that
in that last
the
memory.
two of you will grow stronger together as one.
Probably so that she has something of Link and her together in it. And it has the rest of the friends too, but
Forged in the long distant past. The sword
Gee, this is
of
uplifting.
darkness.
She's making it sound like we already lost.
Ancient
Wasn't this your
stories
idea?
to hero.
You're the one who wanted to designate the appointed night with all the ceremonial pomp, grandeur, and nonsense we could
Seas
muster.
of time and distance, when we need the
And
both
if you ask
power
me,
of
the
God.
whole thing does
Our
seem to be
hope
overkill.
rests in you.
I think I'm on the
To be
same
forever
page as
by
the
the hero's
princess
side.
regarding this boy.
Oh,
Again,
give it a
we pray
rest.
that
That
the two of
boy is
you
a
will
living
grow
reminder of
stronger
her own
and come
failures.
together
Well,
as one.
at least that's how the princess
I
sees
still
him.
don't understand that line. That line. Living reminder of her own failures. Is she like? I still have so many lore questions, and I hope to find answers here at some point in the next little bit. But maybe Zelda is the reason that Link can't talk. I don't know. Maybe Zelda is the reason. I don't know. Let's meet Revali. Link meets Revali. This is the memory where Revali makes a very certain kind of impression.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back.
Revali is all red flags
I mean, it's just
during this
asinine.
memory.
Unless you think you can prove me wrong? Maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness!
What a little turd, I say very affectionately. Resolve and grief. I'm trying to remember this memory.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City. Then, we'll need some adjustments on that divine beast so Daruk can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However,
we're starting to
it's
see
apparent that we
the
still have much more to learn. But to think that divine beast was
struggle
actually built by people.
that Zelda is going through between
That means we should be able to understand how it
training
works
her
and how
powers
to use it to our advantage.
and doing her research.
These divine beasts. So much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope.
She says that with such certainty. Her dad doesn't believe that's the case. And so she doubts herself sometimes. And there's a long way to go. They don't know so much.
Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
The voice is ancient. I still don't know whose voice is inside of this freaking sword. The other thing that Resolve and Grief and Subdued Ceremony, to me, together, they show just how worried Zelda was. Just how overwhelmed Zelda was at what they had to do. Daruk's Medal.
Yeah! I think I'm finally getting the hang of controlling this divine beast. I tell you what, sure is a blast piloting a toy like this around. Let those other champions know. They better eat their gravel if they want to keep up with Daruk. Speaking of which, can you believe this view? Just
Can you
look
believe
at all
this
those
view?
delectable rocks sprinkled on those mountains. Mighty tasty. I may not know a whole lot about this Calamity Ganon thing, but mark my words, I'll protect this land of ours to the death. Right, little guys?
Woo!
Hey, by the way, congrats on becoming the princess's appointed knight. That's a really big deal. Protecting the king's daughter. No pressure. Seriously, though, the princess is a strong personality. So strong, she can't quite see the range for the peaks. Remember that, and you'll be fine.
Can't see the range for the peaks.
What the?
Forest for the trees.
All right, so what was I saying? That was a little strange. As far as I know, Death Mountain has been quiet for decades.
Uh-oh.
But if the mountain is shivering enough to send out a bunch of boulders that size, then never mind. Forget I said anything.
The look of worry on Daruk's face. Things are getting worse. Zelda's resentment. So we just learned this recently too. Yeah. We just relearned this. Zelda tried so hard to enter these Sheikah structures. It was like they have some power that is going to help us defeat Ganon, but what is it?
Nothing. Just as I thought. It appears that this structure was designed to be exclusively accessed by the sword's chosen one.
Turns out it's not for you, it's for me.
But designs can always be worked around. At least I hope. How do I get inside? I need to activate it somehow.
There's Zelda's white horse in the background.
I thought I made it clear that I'm not in need of an escort. It seems I'm the only one with a mind of my own. I, the person in question, am fine, regardless of the king's orders. Return to the castle and tell that to my father, please.
Zelda, the thing you're looking for is right in front of you. I'm here. I have the sword.
And stop following me!
I'm the way to get inside of the shrines. I wonder if at that point Link could have gotten into the shrines. Like if he'd have taken the Sheikah Slate there. I think the Sheikah Slate doesn't become Link's until the start of the present day of the game. I think it's like Zelda's the entire time before that. Urbosa's hand. Oh, this is a good one. We see the soft side of Zelda here. And the motherly side of Urbosa. The soft sleeping sound. Oh, that's cute.
Ah, well, you certainly got here fast. I should have expected as much. From the princess's own appointed knight. She was out on a survey all day today. Still as the sands now. So, spill it, boy. Have the two of you been getting along all right? It's okay, I know. Your silence speaks volumes. She gets frustrated every time she looks up and sees you carrying that sword on your back. It makes her feel like a failure when it comes to her own destiny. Don't
God,
worry,
Urbosa's
it's not
so
like
wise.
you carry blame in any of this. It's unfortunate. She's put in more than enough time. Ever since she was a young girl, she's gone through rigorous daily routines to show her dedication. She once passed out in the freezing waters trying to access this sealing power. And she has nothing to show for it. That's the motivation driving her research. I'd be doing the same thing. She really is quite special.
This memory compared with the memory of King Rome,
You be sure
sort of
to protect her with your life.
disallowing her from
It's
continuing
quite
her
the honor.
research.
The night brings a chill. It's probably time we take her
The
in.
night brings a chill.
Or...
Urbosa! What was that? Did you feel that? Wait, what? How did you... What are you doing here?
I called him.
What's so funny?
Why does it zoom in on the Thunderhelm there? There's still a lot that I don't know. Why choose to zoom in on the Thunderhelm? The Blades of the Yiga. You know what would help Zelda appreciate her knight? If her knight saved her life. Someone pointed something out about this memory the other day that I didn't notice the first time. Which is that apparently in this memory, Link just straight up kills the Yiga clan members. Doesn't like knock them out and then they disappear. He just kills that guy. Or at least they don't disappear. Look at that. Absolutely androgynous stud of a human. I guess you could technically read that as that Yiga clan member is just like knocked out. They've just been hit upside the head really, really hard. But they don't disappear the way that so many others do. A premonition.
That cut doesn't look too bad, actually. You're fine for now.
Dead
But
bokoblins,
you know,
dead
there's a
vinyls.
fine line between courage and recklessness. As brave as you are, that does not make you immortal.
He has softened towards Link. For
It
sure.
seems that not only is the frequency of these types of attacks on the rise, but the scale of beasts we are facing is intensifying as well. I fear that this is an omen which portends the return of Calamity Ganon.
The blood moon rises once again.
And if that's the case, I'm ready to expect the worst. We'll need to make preparations as soon as possible.
The return is coming. Thoron's power grows. Okay. We're in the shit of it now. Silent Princess. I love this. I love the end of this memory. It has such weird energy. The very end of this memory.
There's one. Oh, and another. The flowers we have in Hyrule aren't just beautiful. They're also quite useful as ingredients for a variety of things.
I love that the Sheikah Slate makes a camera shutter sound.
This one here is called the
A
Silent
physical
Princess.
closing
it's a
shutter.
rare, endangered species. Despite our efforts, we can't get them to grow domestically yet. The princess can only thrive out here, in the wild.
I found so many Silent Princesses over the course of the
Is that the species will be strong
playthrough.
enough to prosper?
and I picked every one of them, meaning there are none left.
Is that what I
Wait,
think
what's
it is?
that?
Look at this.
Is it a
don't
flower?
believe it, but I actually caught one.
Nope.
This delicacy is known to have very, very potent effects under the proper circumstances. Ta-da!
Eat it.
Research from the castle shows ingesting one of these can actually augment certain abilities. We wouldn't be in a controlled environment out here, but with your level of physical fitness, you'd be a perfect candidate for the study. Go on. Taste it.
They're getting along so well now. Oh, it is really great to watch these in order because you do see the like development of like the thing that I had never pieced together watching these memories completely out of order is the like development of Zelda and Link's like working relationship / friendship. Mipha's touch. Like I vaguely remembered that at one point Zelda wasn't a fan of Link being there, but then now seeing it like that's the case, Urbosa calls to Link, which helps Zelda
I was
realize
thinking,
Link is
this
important.
reminds me of
Link
the time
saves
we
her
first
life.
met. You were just a reckless child. Always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as
Mipha.
I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you.
That's true, even in your death.
Or how bad the wound. I
You're
hope
still
you
there
know
to heal me.
that I will always protect you.
With Mipha's grace.
Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to
Aw.
be when we were young.
That's such a hard line.
You know. Perhaps we could spend some time together.
Yo, she has the hots for you, Link. To me, the hardest line there is the one right before that, where she says maybe things will go back to the way they were when we were young, because the heartbreak of that line is that they never do. You can't recreate the past. You can't. Ooh, I also remember loving this memory, Shelter from the Storm. I think this one's about Zelda's frustrations with her
I doubt this will let up anytime soon.
her attempts to get the power.
Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable.
Zelda compares herself
I see now why you would be the chosen one.
and doesn't like what she sees when she
What
compares
if-
herself.
One day, you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter. Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the royal guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
Zelda, I believe because of who her mother is, and because of and the power that her mother has, and because she is the princess, and it is her duty apparently, has been told she has to seek out this power, this the sealing power or whatever, the thing that she's trying to get from the springs, and she just can't get it, and she just can't get it, and she just can't get it, but she's been told that she needs to. She doesn't think that that's really where her power lies, or where her future is, her destiny is. This memory hurts. Oh, especially coming right after that. She's so doubting. She's saying, everyone's been saying I have to do this. It's been my whole life. And then her dad says, leave the research alone, which is where you can see, I'll watch it. You can see Zelda come alive when she looks at the Sheikah research and the Guardians and the... Smile on her face. She talks excitedly here in a second. If I remember correctly.
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them.
Yeah.
At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
King Rome.
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against them.
I
Tries
know
to stand
that.
up for herself.
They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more, when will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I I'm doing everything I can.
That's a low blow, King Rome.
I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that
She
will
has
seal
for
Calamity
16
Ganon
years.
away.
I already am.
Okay.
Do you see? There's nothing more I can do.
So her power is
my hope is
the
that
power that will seal Ganon
you'll
away.
allow me to contribute here in whatever
Or
way I
that-
can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty.
Which
As
makes
the king,
sense.
I forbid you to have anything
I
to do
understand.
with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing. Nothing but failure.
So now that I've rewatched this memory, I understand. King Rome says your power is the
It is
power
woven
to
into your
seal
destiny
Ganon away.
that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes.
And so in the
I
final
understand.
memory, when that happens, that's what she's doing. She seals Ganon. We'll get there in a second, but she seals Ganon away, setting up the world that we inherit at the very start of this game, where Ganon is sealed inside of the castle. I believe that's the correct way to phrase it. Sealed inside of the castle. We wake at the Shrine of Resurrection. Slumbering power. So at this point, Zelda has just gone to the Spring of Courage to ask for the sealing power. Now she goes to the Spring of Power to ask for the sealing power. I loved this memory,
I come seeking help.
partially because Zelda
regarding
looks
this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power
so
to
incredible.
seal Ganon away.
Moonlight, this white
So I've
dress,
been told all my life,
trying so hard to get this power,
and yet
and yet she fails.
Grandmother heard them, the voices from the spirit realm, and Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything. Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to
Aw.
praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me.
Aw.
What is it? What's wrong
Link has
with
such
me?
aw. Link has such an easy job compared to Zelda. It's what we were hearing in the Shelter from the Storm memory, but like in a certain way, Link's job is sort of simplistic and easy. To Mount Lanairu. Cool. Let's do it. I just love that Zelda splashing her hands in the water. Curse you.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. And this little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanairu. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanairu's decree is very specific.
So at this point,
It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain.
Zelda we're piecing together some story that I didn't realize
I
before.
prayed at the Spring of Courage.
Spring
and
of
at the
Courage
Spring of
before that
Power.
memory. Spring of Power,
Neither
last
awoke
memory.
anything inside me.
Spring of Wisdom once you
Or
turn
maybe up
17.
there. Perhaps the Spring of Wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case.
But you have to
There's
hope.
always the chance that the next moment will change everything.
I'm so glad I watched these in order.
Tomorrow is my 17th birthday.
The threads of hope and
So then
possibility.
I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
It's going to make the final moment where she does actually realize the power. So fantastic. Because here, we think that she might get it from the Spring of Wisdom, and yet in this memory, we realize that she did not. This is maybe the first memory this is the first memory I ever found. Over 100 hours ago in the game, I found this memory, and I did not understand at all what was happening. The weight of what had just happened.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
Aww. The first time I watched this memory, I was like,
So you
wait, there are
didn't feel
different
anything?
types of people
No
in this
power at
world?
all.
That one's a bird.
I'm sorry, no.
I didn't know what was going on.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Lanayru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
We know what that thing is.
That's
Now.
kind of you. Thank you.
If I may, I thought you... Well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what I do when I'm healing. You know, what usually goes through my mind. It helps when I think about...
Link. This is the start of everything. What was Mipha about to say? It's time.
It's here.
This is it then.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's awake. Ganon.
Ganon. Calamity Ganon.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine beasts. Show
All right,
that
it's
swirling
time.
swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle.
Little guy.
You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield. But there must be something I can do
She's
to
not a
help.
child anymore. She's 17. She can go up Mount Lanayru. Lanayru. I don't know. I don't remember how she says it. All right, only a couple memories left. Despair. Oh, God. I forgot that the Master Sword is the last memory. I thought that Zelda's Awakening was. Oh, I remember finding this memory. Oh.
How did it come to this? The divine beasts, the guardians, they've all turned against us. It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us. And everyone, Mipha, Urbosa, Revali, and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those
Aw.
things. It's all my fault. Our only hope for defeating Ganon is lost. All because I couldn't harness this cursed power. Everything I've done up
God.
until now, it was all for nothing.
Zelda really is the main character of this game,
So
huh?
I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all.
Aww.
I tried and I failed them all.
That line hits different now that I know everything.
All to die.
I've left them to die. Aw. God, I'm so glad I rewatched these because this memory is so sad knowing everything that's happened. Zelda's story is so interesting. These memories are really the story of Zelda way more than they are the story of Link. And I know we play the game as Link and do so much as Link, but it's like the gift that Link was given in being allowed in being resurrected and being given a chance to set all of this right. All right, Zelda's Awakening. Fields of Fort Hateno. Things look bad. Link stays fighting until the end, but there are too many guardians.
Link, save yourself. Go. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Run.
LOL, you're gonna be fine? I doubt that. Link was tasked with protecting the princess. And the power. Ah, the way her hair looks during that little animation is so cool. The sealing power. And so the Calamity sort of like fades from them.
Was that the power? Huh? No. Link, get up. You're going to be just fine.
God, Zelda has so much weight on her shoulders. So much weight on her shoulders and still makes a big decision in this moment.
Sword. So he can still be saved.
Princess!
I love the way they hop.
Princess, are you all right?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands.
And the final piece of the puzzle, the Master Sword. Our final memory. Link is now set to be resurrected,
Your
the Master
master will
Sword
comfort
given
you.
to the Deku Tree.
Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
I wonder what Zelda does right after
Great
this.
Deku
Does she
Tree.
say?
I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him I...
Now then, Words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
What was she going to tell him? Is it this part? Does she actually say? I don't remember the rest of this memory. And that is all of the memories of the game so far. I think, if I had to guess right now, and I don't know because I haven't finished the game, if I had to guess right now, I think Zelda goes from here to the castle, meets Ganon / seals Ganon away there, and is then sort of hanging out there in perpetuity until we awake 100 years later and come back. I don't know if Zelda's actually alive. I don't know if Zelda's spirit is in the castle. We haven't made it all the way to the center of the castle yet, so that's what we'll find out as we continue playing. And I wonder if she... So, to me, what's happening here, and what this description says too, when she attempts to relay a message to Link, the Deku Tree suggests she simply tell him herself upon his return. It sounds to me like we will meet Zelda inside of the castle, and she will have a message for us. Either way, that's going to do it for this this little bonus video. Thanks so much for watching as we ran through all of the memories. I feel like I have a much better understanding of the story and the timeline now. And most specifically, the thing I feel like I've learned is so much character stuff about Zelda, like the struggle of Zelda, plotted out now that I have it in chronological order. Yeah. And also the story of Zelda and Link's friendship / working relationship, etc. That was lovely. So we'll continue here in just a little bit with daily episodes continuing towards the end of the game. I think we're pretty close. Thanks so much for watching this extra little video. If you enjoyed it, a like or a positive comment down below. Help us out with the YouTube algorithm. And otherwise, I will see you very soon for another video. Until then, bye-bye.